Millions of Americans are sharing stories and pictures this morning about the historic eclipse. Did you see it? Photos taken across the country captured the moments yesterday when the moon passed right in front of the sun. Large crowds gathered coast to coast along the 70-mile wide path of totality. Jamie Yukas is in the town of Madras, Oregon, where many visitors are still trying to get home. Jamie, I saw you last night. You had a great view. Good morning.
I did. I had an excellent view, Gail. It was so much fun. And as you can see, people are packing up right now. Madras is home to 6,200 people, but had planned to host 100,000. Now, crowds at campsites like this one slowly trickled in over several days. But now that there is this mass exit, the National Guard has been called in to help out.
From Madras, Oregon,
yeah, you can see that, yeah.
all the way to Charleston, South Carolina.
I'm speechless. I'm literally speechless.
Millions of Americans looked up as darkness descended in the middle of the day.
This is something that I will be dreaming about and thinking about for the rest of my life.
Crowds erupted in Carbondale, Illinois, where the darkness lasted longer than nearly anywhere else in the country.
Unbelievable. I'm so glad we got to see it.
Satellite imagery showed the moon's shadow sweeping across the country in roughly 90 minutes.
Can you see the shadow? The elliptical shadow projected on the cloud cover below us.
The view looked just as stunning from the air.
I'm trying to process what I just saw because it was such a spectacular event.
Daylight's full return revealed miles of growing traffic intersecting the eclipse's path.
When do you hope to get home?
It's an adventure.
Gridlock extended to this airport in Oregon, where more than 400 planes were reportedly waiting to take off. But for many,
Oh, that was so cool.
the holdup did not overshadow nature's rare spectacle in the sky.
Actually getting to see one in person was phenomenal.
So this is nothing. The traffic's nothing.
If that's the price you gotta pay, okay, that's good.
If you missed this one, don't worry. The next one is in 2024, and it will cover much of the eastern and central U.S., Margaret.
The path of totality. Jamie Yukas, thank you.
What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this Monday. Doing well myself, and I hope you guys had a very, very nice, relaxing weekend. Ours went well, but you know what I always say, they just go too fast. Well, apparently, a lot of people are gearing up for this eclipse within about a month from now, okay? Basically, a little less than a month, on April 8th. 2024. A lot of people are excited about it. A lot of people are worried about it, so much to the point to where they're even involving the National Guard, and they're actually warning people to gas up their cars, go to the grocery stores, and all kinds of things. Almost kind of like it's going to be like, I don't know, the end of the world, but the thing is this. This eclipse right here is going to mark a very, very interesting sign, for the people of the book. I'm gonna just leave it like that. But to get into these two articles right here, it says National Guard being called up for solar eclipse. Residents are being urged to stock up with 1 to 2 weeks of food in advance of the event. You see what I'm talking about? They're taking this particular eclipse very, very seriously. You understand? Now, it says here in this newspaper article right here, National Guard to be here for eclipse. The Oklahoma National Guard will have guardsmen present in the McCurtain County for the Total Solar Eclipse on April 8th. County Emergency Management Director Cody McDaniel told county commissioners it's estimated about 100,000 people may be in the country for the event. The 22 members of an elite chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear unit will be housed in Broken Bow, in addition to up to 110 to 150 Oklahoma Highway Patrol troopers. Okay, this is a lot. You know, they know something's coming, and they're worried about it. Basically, goes on to say here, there will be 150 other first responders and volunteers, with many staying at either the sports complex in Broken Bow and or the 4-member National Guard Armory in Idaho, whatever that word is. McDaniel is seeking food and funding for feeding them while here. Okay, he said the federal government has turned down funding to feed them. The state troopers will be scattered throughout the country, he said. Residents are being urged to stock up with 1 to 2 weeks of food in advance of the event and to have fuel tanks full. Okay, some parts of the country could have traffic at a standstill or at least moving very slow. It's also considered likely that communications facilities could become overloaded, possibly making cell phone calls difficult, if not impossible, during the event. You hear all that? That's crazy. Now, this all it says right here is what's in this paper, pretty much. And this is going to be throughout a lot of major cities here in this country, okay? Now, we go over here, it says April 8th, total solar eclipse. Texas officials warn people to stock up on food ahead of solar eclipse, okay? So they taking this thing very, very serious, you know, more so than ever. I've never seen them go all out like this whenever the solar eclipses, you know, come, like the last one we had back in 2017, okay? It says here, officials in one state along the path of totality for the April 8th total solar eclipse are advising residents to stock up on food and gas ahead of the event. Okay, officials in one state along the path of totality for the April 8th total eclipse, solar eclipse that is, are advising residents to stock up on food and gas ahead of the event. In an interview with KXAN in Austin, Texas, Mike Jones, Hayes County, Texas Director of the Office of Emergency Services, said the area is expecting thousands of visitors to arrive to see the eclipse. To prepare for the crowds, Jones advised residents to stock up on groceries and fill up on gas if they are out in the day of the eclipse. He recommends residents pack your patience. Okay. Man, this is crazy right here. You know what I'm saying? It's more to this than what they're telling the American public. Okay? I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know, goes on to say here, according to the county's website, residents should brace for traffic delays and crowds, as well as the possibility of delayed emergency responses, interruptions to cell service, and issues with credit card machines due to the influx of people. Travis and Kendall counties, neighboring areas to Hayes County, have issued disaster declarations ahead of the eclipse to free up funding for additional law enforcement. The path of totality for the eclipse, the last total solar eclipse visible from the contiguous U.S. until 2044, will start in Mexico and move across Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, New York, Pennsylvania, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, before heading out over the North Atlantic. Small portions of Kentucky, Michigan, and Tennessee will also experience almost the entirety of the eclipse. Whoa, what a big deal they making about this eclipse here. Oh, I'm telling you, people, the Most High is coming. That's all I can tell you. And so get ready. And we finna see some amazing things. The prophet Ezekiel, he wanted to live in these days right here we are in. Okay? We finna see some amazing things. Now, in conclusion right here, it says, according to NASA, a total solar eclipse happens when the moon passes between the sun and earth, blocking the face of the sun. People along the path of totality will experience a total solar eclipse, meaning the sky will become dark as if it were dawn or dusk. Rather, permitting people along the path of totality will see the sun's corona, our outer atmosphere, which is usually obscured by the bright face of the sun. Depending on how close you are to the path of totality will determine what you will see and how long it will last. The longest duration of totality is 4 minutes 28 seconds near Turin, Mexico. Most places along the path of totality will see the sun blocked out for between 3.5 and 4 minutes. Okay? Whoa. Yeah, this is going to be an amazing event. And it's not so much as looking at the eclipse, but what's going to come after the eclipse. If you understand what I'm saying. This eclipse is very, very spiritual, people. Believe me when I tell you. And we're going to start seeing some amazing things on the face of this earth. And to be totally honest with you, the government knows it. And they are shaking in their boots. That's what it all boils down to. That's all I got on this one, people. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular article right here, this story. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on it in the comment section. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.